We live in a crowded world, and sometimes it can be hard to see things that are not right in front of us. But there are some of us out there who are willing to think of the bigger picture and look beyond. These people, these scientists, believe they have stumbled upon something rather remarkable. An object that affects our solar system without us even realizing it. An object that has been completely invisible to us for all of time, until now. So, how do we find this object? And how do we even know it really exists? Well, let's take a look at what they found. Our journey begins with Pluto, what many still believe to be our 9th planet in the solar system. The day is July 14th, 2015. The New Horizons spacecraft makes its way past Pluto, sending back tons of information. We discovered that Pluto is much more complicated than we originally thought, but sadly, it is still nothing special. Definitely not special enough to be the 9th planet in our solar system. In fact, there are hundreds of objects just like Pluto out there that reside in an area of the solar system we call the Kuiper Belt. If you think about it, Pluto is just the first object in the Kuiper Belt that we know of, which is why there was the misconception of it being a planet in the first place. But something is off. Learning about the Kuiper Belt, there are a few things that just don't make sense. We don't know exactly what's causing these things to happen, but our best guess is that there's something else out there in our solar system that has been invisible to us all this time. A massive object that has eluded astronomers for ages and may very well be a true 9th planet to call our own. So where is the mysterious Planet 9? Well, finding new objects in the solar system is in principle simple. Take a picture of a patch of sky, come back, take another picture of the same patch an hour later. All of the stars, all of the galaxies and nebula will be in exactly the same spot relative to each other. Anything that moves is a part of the solar system. The real trick is being able to search the entire sky. Going back to the Kuiper Belt, what tipped astronomers off about Planet 9 in the first place are these handful of objects. Notice how their orbits are very elongated. In theory, these elongated orbits are supposed to move around the sun in no particular pattern, but they don't. They stay in exactly the same spot. It's almost as if something is holding them there and won't let go. This sent astronomers into a frenzy all over the world to try and find what was holding these objects in place. Astronomer Mike Brown knew that the only way to find an object so far away is to use the most powerful telescope on Earth.
When we looked at the outer solar system, we realized that while most of the very distant objects, these objects beyond Neptune, beyond Pluto, most of these objects, they all go around the sun and they're all sort of pointing off in all different directions. But the most distant objects all swing out in one direction in a very strange way that shouldn't happen.
Him, along with dozens of other astronomers, have been searching the sky ever since, but it's almost impossible to find. With Planet 9 being so far away, we would only be able to actually observe it every other 500 centuries for when it would be close enough to the sun to actually be observed. So what does Planet 9 look like? At this point, it's just a guessing game. Many believe it to be about the size of Neptune and just about as dense. The atmosphere will probably be made up of mostly nitrogen and methane and will be a gas giant planet. In terms of the orbit, it could be any one of these. So as you can imagine, actually finding Planet 9 isn't going to be easy, but when it is discovered, it will be one of the most significant discoveries in human history.